Hey, Jen Emery here. How are you? Happy Wealth Wednesday. Today's the day. My business friends and I, we like to participate in Wealth Wednesday, which is where you perform a random act of kindness in the form of a financial transaction for a stranger that can't pay you back. So that can be paying it forward in the drive-through, paying it forward at the coffee shop, hiding a fiver in the nappy box in the supermarket. It could be paying someone's gas bill. Like, doesn't matter big or small. By participating in it, we are trying to change our mindset into the more we give, the more good we can do in the world, even if we can only give a little bit. Because even a little bit of good in the world is a good thing, don't you think? And that kind of brings me a bit to my other topic for today, which is a post going around, mostly aimed at people in Melbourne, about, when you now that our shops have opened and the cafes and restaurants and everything are all been allowed to open, the post is reminding us to be kind and be courteous and to be patient, like with the staff, the wait staff, the retail staff and all that. And I felt really a bit triggered by it because I found that my friends that post this and share this have all good intentions behind them, but I think you're sharing these privately with only your friends. Like, you're only sharing this with your friends, and it's sort of like, I found it like, is this a passive aggressive way of telling people to behave? But I'm actually your friend and we expect each other to behave that way anyway. So it would really kind of piss me off a bit. I don't know. I think I know why. It's because in the past I have behaved like that to people in those service industries. And I know when my daughter started in hospitality and in retail, like, it's not until she did that and I heard some of the stories she told me about the way that the general public treated her at times that I thought, I really need to curb my own behaviour, because I know I've done it myself lots of times, and I know that behaviour is something I've learnt. When I was young, I remember being so freaking embarrassed. We'd get McDonald's in the drive-through and my dad would always complain about the chips. He would sit there in his car ranting and raving about what he's got in his hand didn't match the picture on the wall, and he'd get so pissed off. And I can understand, you want to pay what you get for, you want to pay what's advertised. But I just learnt that behaviour, that it was okay to rant and rave and be all pissed off and entitled at the poor person serving me, when it was actually not that person who even put the chips in the frickin' packet in the first place. And that's what happens in hospitality in particular, is that the serving person, the waitress or the cashier or whatever, all the middle people, and they take the brunt of a shit meal. Like, if you get a steak that's you've ordered rare and you've got it well done, don't take it out on the person that just put it in front of you. Ask them nice and kindly, this isn't how I ordered it, can I speak to the chef please, right? So going back to it, I was triggered by being told by my friends to behave, because I think, hang on, I'm already kind and I'm already nice, and how dare you tell me how to behave? I already behave that way, until I realised that no, I don't. And after my daughter did start in the hospitality retail and I heard these stories, I tried to be a lot more aware of how I behaved in these situations, and I thought I was doing really well. And then we went to a restaurant last year, and there's like this fish tank. It's a Chinese restaurant. There's this big fish tank in the entryway, and it had like 20,000, no, not really, it had lots and lots of goldfish in this freaking big tank, but the tank was only filled with this much water. The water was green. It was disgusting. The filter wasn't working, and it was just like, as an animal keeper myself, I'm just like, oh, how could you let that happen to these fish? And who did I wasn't aggressive or anything like that, but I just got caught up in that emotion of it, and just said to, as we were leaving the restaurant and paying, I said to the lady that was, you know, taking our money, oh, those fish out there really need a better environment. The tank's disgusting, the water's disgusting, it needs cleaning out. And then next thing I know, I've got this tap on my shoulder and my daughter's like, Mum, she doesn't own the restaurant, she's just taking your money. And I just thought, oh, fuck, I've done it again, taken my emotion out on the person who's least able to deal with the problem in the first place. So I apologised to her and said, I'm so sorry about that. I'm just passionate about animals. Could you please just let the owner of the restaurant know that the fish need a bit of attention. And so that was that. So it was really embarrassing to be caught out like that. And so now I you know, and since then we've hardly been able to go anywhere or do anything. But between then and the lockdown, we did go out a couple of times, and I did make it like really intentional to be really kind to the people serving me and that. And if there's a problem, you just, you know, just taking it up higher. And that's the problem, getting caught up in the emotion. You've got to take a breath and think, what can I do now? How can I resolve this without being mean and nasty or whatever? So thanks for the reminder to the people who are sending that message out, because I think some of us do need it. And I think what's really important is that we do that and be kind and courteous and be patient with people, because, you know, the shops are probably going to run out of socks, jocks and kids' clothes and shoes really quick. Some of the cafes and restaurants might hardly even be ready to supply. They, you know, like they're not going to have fresh milk for catering for more and more people. Things are going to take a bit of time for them to stock up. So I think the important thing is be kind, be patient, be courteous. And even more important, if you see someone behaving in a manner that's not like that, call it out. I think that's what we need more of, is just call it out in a the kindest way you can. Say, hey, can you know, this lady's just serving you, this lady's just serving your drink. If you have a problem, maybe you should take it higher. There's always a chain of command in these places, and sadly the people lowest at that chain are the ones right in front of us that have no power, no control. So you need to just be taking it higher, or reminding people to take things higher if they have any real complaints. Anyway, once again, happy Wealth Wednesday. I hope you have a great day, and yay for us in Melbourne who can finally go to some shops and do some buy some things that we've been missing, or things that have broken or worn out. Excuse me. I know I need some fry pans, and I asked my friends a few weeks ago what fry pans to get, and I had some really great stuff, some recommendations and that. But I'm the type of person, I have to see these fry pans, I have to feel them, I feel their weight and stuff. So I'm excited I'll be able to go and have a look at some fry pans, but I'm just going to hold back and wait a bit longer. I kind of don't really want to be in that situation where there's too many people around. I'm going to sit back and wait. Anyway, again, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow. Bye.